What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Davion Flickstar, and I am here today with a new review video on the Chi Season 4, Episode 2. We're gonna get right into it, man. Hit that like button and subscribe to me, man. Help me get up to 2K, man. Help me, man. Alright, man. Let's get right into it. So we open up the episode. Oh, Stella getting her groove back. Old Jayla getting her groove back with her young thing. Suede. I think that, yeah, Suede. You know, they bonded, you know. And it's funny to me too how Emmett think everything that's over. He thinks that relationship is over, but they full time in it, man. So I wonder how Emmett is gonna feel when he finds out that this thing is a full-blown relationship. I want to see his face. He got a lot going on, but we gonna get into that, man. So, you know, Trey, you know, he's at home. He wakes up in the morning. They making breakfast. And he keeps replaying how he beat up the police who beat up Jake. And so, you know, it's a hard thing to think about, you know. I mean, it's not the fact that he beat up the cop, but it's just, he just keeps thinking about his little brother getting harassed by the police. It's a sad situation, you know what I'm saying? It's a really sad situation. And it's hard to get out your head. I mean, imagine you hearing about your little brother or any sibling in your family or anyone in your family getting harassed. It's going to take a toll on you. It's going to make you want to react. So, you know, that's what it is. And then you got Emmett, you know, he high off that stuff again. He paranoid. He ain't feeling right at all about what he did with Dom and behind Tiff's back. So, you know, Tiff is ready to go to the studio, you know what I'm saying, you know, to see this female rapper named Dreezy. Is she a real rapper? Yeah, she a real rapper. Yeah, so, you know, he trying to warn her and everything about there be shootings and everything. She shut all that stuff down, saying just because you doing good doesn't mean you get to follow me everywhere. But it's just his way of trying to make himself feel less guilty. Emmett, I mean, I think Emmett should come clean. Well, he should. He did. But, you know, Emmett ain't feeling right. And then he knows Dreezy's music talks about ain't crap niggas and everything, and something about her, about Tiffany saying it and saying it to him, it just triggers him. He's like, oh shit, man, this shit getting So, you know, I mean, Emmett be trying, man. He be doing his best. He be trying, but he don't be trying hard enough. I mean, it's just, man, Emmett is, we know someone like an Emmett. So Jake is getting ready for his college trip, you know. So, you know, Trey comes in the room, try to check up on him, see how he's doing, see if his mental is all right, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, Jake, typical Jake, you know, he want to act hard and everything. He want to be nonchalant, act like nothing affects him. And, you know, your boy Trey is trying to tell him, like, yo, man, you ain't... Excuse me. You know, you don't always have to be hard all the time, man. It's okay. I mean, let it out. And, you know, typical Jake, you know, he always gonna keep that tough guy persona. He's always like, he always gonna flex. Like, he can't nothing affect him. Not nonchalant shit. He got it from Reg. So, you know, Trey trying to get him out of that. And so, you know, the response Jake comes up with, but you always got to be strong. So, it is what it is. But what I did like after what the writers did with that scene, that after he tried to be all tough guy and act like whatever, he said, I love you to his big brother. So I respect that. So, you know, we get Gemma and Kevin. They on the bus on the way to the college trip. You know, she's blogging, she's doing her little blogging, talking about it. She says she wants him and her to be like equal, like, you know, be alike. They align with each other. You know, they're compatible with each other. And, you know, Kevin is acting real nonchalant. He ain't trying to hear none of that. He's like he's dissing her in a way, not disrespecting her, but like dissing her. Like it's some kind of neglect that he's giving her, and she's starting to see it, and she don't like it. And you know he's uninterested in whatever she's saying. And so, you know, he already has PTSD from the events that happened with him and Jake and the police. The cop pointing the gun at Jake and him. So it takes a toll. So his PTSD starts acting up. We see a cop car zip on by. He's like... So, you know, Gemma's trying to get him to let it out, you know. And Lord bless his little heart. Kevin be going through a lot, man. Kevin be going through a lot. I mean, he done accidentally shot somebody. His friend, his main role model, Brandon, got killed. And it's so many other things that he endures. And so I would say, as far as the nonchalantness, if that's a word, I'll just be saying stuff sometimes. But with him being so nonchalant, I think that's what him and Jake have in common. But however, you know, Jake, he's extra with it. Kevin, you know, he's standoffish with his feelings. I noticed that from all series so far. So you know, Kevin sees Jake with his arm. He's still healing. He asked him how he feeling. You know, he acting some kind of way towards Kevin, you know, being nonchalant. And then you got this pandering white girl named Nicole gets up. You know, it just, I mean, I feel like that was a metaphor for how clear women fall for us. You know, they want to pander to us so they can get in arb draws. You know, it's a game. You know what I'm saying? She's flattering him up, gassing him up, like admiring him for whatever he did, for what he did with the police. You know, it's just something that turned her on. So she starts flirting and feeling all on his leg. You know, and of course, you know, typical Jake, man. You know, he ain't gonna never turn down no trim. So you know he gonna go right for it. You know, he start flirting back. So you know, it's just that is what it is for that scene. So it's just crazy, man. So you get Keisha, she's pregnant, and shout out to Keisha because you know she's doing whatever she's doing, you know, to make ends meet, to take care of herself, to take care of this baby. Well, even though she wants to put it up for adoption, but you know, I'm actually became interested in her character based on last season because and this is what I like about the show. I like how all the characters, it's an ensemble cast, right? Each character has their own vice. They have their own problems that they go through, and they do it in a way that's authentic and social. And so I like how they humanize the characters throughout each season. Like for instance, next season, probably season 5, it'll probably be mainly about a certain character, and that will be one of the main plot lines. You know what I'm saying? Each character has their own plot lines, you know. It's just a matter of who's the main one. It's like everyone has their own issues, and that's what I like about the show. They humanize everyone. They don't make it into some fantasy like everyone's perfect, because everyone is not perfect. So you get Duda visits Officer Reeves, if that's what his name is. Yeah, that's his name. Officer Reeves. He all banged up. Trey did him dirty. Did him real dirty, as he should. You know what I'm saying? He deserved it. So, you know, long story short, he brings up his file, say, yo, you got a pattern in this. Black boys minding their business, you harassing them. He gonna come up with the weak rebuttal talking about he was a veteran. He's been on the police force for 18 years. So, of course, there's gonna be some kind of complaints. Bull crap. That's bull. That's bull stuff. Had to go BT on y'all. So you know what I'm saying. So he trying to he ain't taking no accountability. So you know he comes out the hospital. News press is everywhere around him. They swarming to a myriad of them. Yo, he said he basically just fired him in front of everyone. I don't think he knows he got fired, but he fired. So, you know, he has his plan to defund the police. You know, something, and also another thing about The Chi, I like how they take all the social issues and incorporate it into the show. So I like that. The Chi is not a hood. It's not supposed to be The Wire. It's not a Power, obviously. It's not Snowfall, obviously. Okay, it's none of those shows. It's a human show based on real human beings, not characters, but like on real human situations, and they touch up on a lot, and I appreciate that. They don't try to make it this edgy. No one's trying to be The Wire. It's not trying to be this hardcore show. It's not. It's a beautiful show. It touches on everything, so I appreciate that. So now you got Maisha and Papa, they bonded together, and and here's the thing too. Have you noticed that we've seen on the first episode foreshadowing that Jake and Gemma was gonna hook up? Have you noticed that all of Kevin's girls end up going to his friends? Maisha was supposed to be with Kevin. They fell off. Papa got her. But I feel like her and Papa belong together, so it doesn't really feel toxic at the same time. I know why you dating your friend's ex. I understand that, but for some reason, it's kind of exceptional because of how compatible they are and how they vibe. It seems like Kevin ain't really care for Maisha like that as Papa did. Because Papa is the gentleman. He was raised right. He was raised in a Christian home. You know, Papa's talking about this podcast about the social issues and the issues that's going on in the black community. And I can see him doing that. And I hope that in the show that we get to see him, see that become into fruition. I really hope that happens because Papa, he's a good kid. He's a sweetheart. He's well-spoken, well-mannered. He's not into all that. He's the least traumatized one out of all three boys. Jake, Kevin, they go through trauma. Papa, he's still their friend, you know. He still hangs out with them, but he stays away from all the drama. Kevin's supposed to be the good kid, but he finds himself in the most drama after. Yo, it's just crazy. So, you know, we get your boy. He's a smart guy. Smart guy. Your boy Jason Weaver. What? Jason Weaver. So you get Jason Weaver coming out of jail. Trey comes him up. Name is Shad. Pick up Shad. You know, still same old. I still see him as Marcus from Smart Guy. He still got that, you know, that bubbly personality. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just see Marcus. He just matured now. You know, Trey picks him up from jail. I don't know what he was in jail for. I want to know what he was in jail for. We need to know. I assume it was for some street stuff. So we gonna see how his character unfolds throughout the season. So, you know, you got Gemma and Kevin. They walking together, and you know, Gemma is a smart lady. She's a well-written character. You know, she's not the typical average girl. She's really smart. So, you know, and what they don't really talk about on TV shows or on TV period about how college, if you don't have money, if you don't come from a opulent background, college can be a scam if you don't do the math right. You got to look at all the outcomes. You know, college can be very difficult if you don't have the resources or the money. You ain't got that bread or no scholarship yet. Come on, man. So she's talking about that. She's breaking it down. Like, she's really breaking it down. They want you to go to college, go to these schools, go to these good schools, learn from them, do what you need to do in 4 years to get a piece of paper. Now minimum wage is raising. All the salary jobs, they're increasing. You know, these salaries are increasing. And the job value, they're increasing. So it's not good enough to just come with a bachelor's degree. You gotta have to have a master's degree. And that's another way for them to get your money. And now you graduated after taking out all these loans, and now you in a shitload of debt. And so she breaks that down perfectly. I appreciate how they wrote that in there, because most people, you know, we talk about college, especially in these black shows. They want their kids to go to college, but they never talk about the scam part of it. How it can all be bullshit, especially if they don't have money. I feel like a lot of parents encourage their kids to go to college, but it's not how it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. College, the price of college has increased, has cultivated dramatically. It's crazy. So if you can go to college and come out just fine and go and get your master's, cool. The salary job wages are raising, but they're not going to the people who are so-called qualified with these pieces of paper. So it's crazy. And so she mentions how some of the most richest people on earth didn't go to college. And, you know, Kevin, you know, he's so nonchalant. He's so silly sometimes. He act a little silly sometimes. Act like a little goofy, entitled teenager sometimes. He's like, oh, yeah, whatever. And so, you know, Gemma wants to know what his problem is, and he getting tired of her talking. Okay. Maybe we see you. What Kevin is doing is pushing Gemma away. That's what he's doing. And he don't realize it. She trying to, be cool about it. She trying to stick by him, but he's making it incredibly difficult. So, you know, he texts Jake, after Gemma walks away from me, texts Jake, to link him. Jake and Nicole, they hook up in the bathroom, I want to see what that's going to lead up to later on in the season. I feel like that white girl, I could be wrong. I've been wrong in a lot of prediction videos, but I think that Nicole girl is probably going to play a bigger role than what we think. And it's going to be something that we didn't expect. It's probably going to be something. I have a feeling. And so Douda, goes to another press conference. And just like that, defunds the police. He said he's tired of all the bull that's going around in the communities. Black folks can't do nothing. So he did what a lot of people outside of the television world been wanting: defund the police. Now, is this a good idea? We don't know. I mean, I feel like if someone said defund the police, I don't know if that's going to be a good idea. I mean, these police are going to be frustrated, and when we do need the police, we're not gonna have enough gratitude because they're not gonna feel appreciated. So it's crazy. I don't know much about politics. I'm not a politics aficionado, but I know right from wrong. I know what's right and what's reasonable. And so we're going to see how this whole defund the police thing is going to work. We don't know if someone's going to try to set Douda up because of this. We don't know. All I can do is shrug my shoulders. We're going to have to see throughout the season. So, Emmy's getting all up in there. Getting all up in them guts. All up in Tiff's guts. And by the way, these sex scenes be looking mad real. I think they be doing it, but whatever. What the fuck do I know? He pumping. He But then he hears Daddy Darnell voice in his head. He's going through like a mental breakdown. He's like telling him, "Shut up, get out my head." She's trying to figure out what's going on. Nothing. I'm putting it down. I'm putting it down. Yo, about 3 more times of that, She pushes him off. I'm like, yo, what's going on? What's really going on? What's going on? And then that's when he comes clean. We see him come clean. And, you know, with Emma's track record and all that, it's not good enough. It's not gonna make her smile. It's not gonna make her, obviously, but it's not gonna make things better. Yeah, you came clean, but it don't make you not need to be accountable, bro. And so she gets fed up and leave him. And he talking, I love you and all this. Yo. And you already know when a woman's fed... Dog. You already know what it is when a woman's fed up. So, you know, Trig throws Shad a birthday party. Not birthday party, I'm sorry. Welcome home party, you know. Trig introduces Imani to Shad. Shad is looking all up and down at Imani in a sexual flirtatious way, and it's kind of disrespectful, but you know, Trig, you know, he's trying to keep it cool, laugh it off, but it's in the most disrespectful way. He looking all up on her, looking up and down with them little sexual innuendos. It's just crazy. And so, you know, I already see issues. I already see some red flags with this Shad character. I already see red flags. There's going to be some problems. There's going to be issues. I'm calling it right now. It's going to be some issues. And I'm getting a lot of freeloader vibes from him. I can just... We've seen this 100 times. It's going to be some problems. Imani, she's already been rubbed the wrong way from him. How, well, okay, you're the one's going to have to take him home. Yeah, this is his home. She looking at him like... What? So this is it's going to cause some issues. Trust me. It's going to cause some issues. I mean, it's no lie. We've seen it happen in real life. So this is it's going to cause a lot of issues. That's all I'm going to say. He's probably going to try to get out Imani. I have a feeling he's going to try to get out Imani. I'm going to say that. So we're going to see throughout. This is only the second episode. We're going to see. We're going to... Oh, something in my eye. You know. So you got Jada and her little young thing. Jada and Kevin mama. And well, whatever. Jada and Kevin mama. All right, I forgot her name for a minute. And her wife and all the gang, you know, class of 1998. You know, they gathering up. You know, they dancing, having a good time. He the young buck there. You know what I'm saying? And she sees an old classmate, you know, she was the one that they had a love-hate relationship. She always tried to steal her boyfriends away. And so, I forgot her name. I think her name was Shauna. Something like that. I don't know, so many characters in the show. But, you know, I have a feeling that her relationship, Jada and Swade's relationship might get rocky. I have a feeling. Because she's already rocking the cradle. And the friend, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe she might play a bigger role, maybe not. But we've seen this happen 1,000 times. But I do have a feeling that there's going to be some kind of trouble in their relationship. Again, this is only the second episode. Now, I will say this. So far, this season is pretty solid. I think the reason season 3 suffered was because an ongoing storyline and 2 major characters being omitted from the show, and then you bringing in these new characters while trying to continue this new storyline while introducing them. It came into a collision course. But now that everyone's introduced, and we got new characters that were introduced and established within the series, now we can have a storyline. Now we can move forward with this new storyline. And I'm feeling the storyline so far. It's well written. It's very well written. So, you know, Kevin, he take his dumb ass in this game tournament. You know, he playing the game, you know, they playing the video games, you know. He winning, he kicking, you know, he doing his thing. And then one of the college kids, you know, he persuades him to, you know, take some Molly, drink some beer. And, you know, he falls right into the peer pressure, drinks and gets drunk and high and everything. And we gonna talk about where he ends up too and how it results. And so, you know, we see Papa and Maisha bonding once again. You know, Maisha, yo, she raps, you know, spit a few bars. Shorty can rap. Shorty can rap. I can still hear like the rookiness in her rap a little bit, just a little bit, very tiny. But if she work on some things, she's gonna be Shorty can rap. I like how she put her the cadence and her lyrics. She gonna be a monster as she gets older. Well, I don't know. I think she raps outside of acting, so I don't know. But she knows how to spit. And then we get Tiff walking down the hallway on Demon Time. And she about to get shred open by old boy. Emmett, we can't blame Tiff. You been messing up. You been not doing what you needed to do to keep her happy. The bare minimum. You've been doing the bare minimum. So you can't be mad. She tried to be with Emmett. She tried her hardest to be with Emmett. And so now you got this dude who's been wanting to get up in them guts, get up in her soul, get up in her body. And so now he finally got the chance because Emmett messed up. So, you know, you got Emmett back home. He waiting like, damn, man, where Tiff at? I hope she all right. Tiff in somebody else's bed, bro. And you going to find out sooner or later, bro. Trust me. So, you know, police harass Treg's cousin. He outside. Typical cop stuff, you know. They pull out their guns. They pull out their cameras. Now, what I thought was pretty unrealistic was how that scene was pretty much resolved. But I also like it because I didn't want to see no one get shot. And especially by the damn police. So that's his cousin, even though I feel like they just threw his cousin in there. But, you know. Keisha sees Kevin all messed up. She is disappointed in him. He's squandering opportunities like a dumbass. He throwing up. Got kicked out the college tour trip. I mean, like, Kevin, what are you doing? I know you're going through a lot, but yo, bro, don't go out like that, man. Don't go out like that. Keisha telling him, I'm supposed to be going on a college trip, but here I am picking you up, and I'm pregnant. You squandering all your opportunities, man. You got to stay focused. And you got to get your mind right. That's what I say to Kevin. Kevin needs to get his mind right. He needs to stay focused, man. I know a lot is taking a toll on Kevin mentally. He hasn't cracked a genuine smile since forever. So we hope that throughout this season, Kevin, you know, he comes to some conclusion and get some help, you know, for his mental, get his mind right and get back on track. You know what I'm saying? So what is that? Oh, so Jada and Suede, you know, Miss Stella, they in the bed together. So, you know, he's feeling all up on her, and then he so happens to feel a lump on her chest. Oh, I thought she was gonna feel a lump on her chest. And she said, well, I get it checked out every birthday, but he's real concerned about her. And we already know what that means. Woman got a lump on her chest, on her breast. I don't know why I said chest, but breast, that's alarming. So, yeah, definitely go to the hospital. So, you know, Keisha and her family, they all gather up, go to the doctors, get the ultrasound. Keisha doesn't want to know the sex of the baby, but the baby's heart is beating. She's healthy. The baby is healthy. So she doesn't know. She's deciding whether or not she wants to give the baby away or keep the baby. I have a feeling she may end up keeping that baby. I don't know. I just have a feeling. It's just something about, because she's so compassionate about this baby, and she's so really, she's really serious about who she wants to know who she's giving the baby up to. She don't want the baby to go through any kind of harsh environments or she wants the baby to be loved cared for, nurtured, everything. So she's careful on who she gives this baby up to. But it's just the way that's how she cares for this baby. Obviously, a mother's going to care for a baby. But to be caring for this baby this much, be talking about adopting it, I think there's going to be a change of heart. And then we end the episode off with Jada going to the doctors and comes to find out she has breast cancer. That's going to be harsh on Emmett. Emmett is already going through a lot. He was going through a lot with Dom, Lala Anthony, after cheating on Tiff. Once he finds out that Tiff cheated on him back, he's going to be hurt. And then his mother, his dear mama, got cancer. That's going to take a toll on him mentally. We're probably going to see Emmett break this season. So, you know, that's my review of The Chi. I give this episode an 8.5 out of 10. Last episode, I didn't get a chance to review. I thought it was a 9 out of 10. But this one, I give it 8.5 out of 10. It was a few... Actually, scratch that. I give it a 9 out of 10. All right, I enjoyed these 2 episodes so far. So, whatever they're doing, whoever they hired to write the script, they're doing a good job. So, you know, I look forward to watching the next episode. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I'm up out of here, man. Y'all be easy and subscribe to my channel, man. Help me get up to 2K. Y'all be easy out there.